Hey, have you ever played Minecraft before? Well, this is the server. Named because it can be anything, so why limit it to a name? This is a little synopsis of the shenanigans that have taken place since the last video. Immediately on the second day, I was asked by a guy named Monster Basher 3 to team up. He has a YouTube channel, go subscribe. I agreed and we became allies. We were as thick as thieves, the two of us. And I made a little house too. The facilities of which included something that no one on the server ever thought to build themselves. Something so infinitely complex that they never dreamed that they could possibly make it themselves. I built an AFK fishing farm. I know, lavish. All I need for it is an auto clicker that runs about every 15 seconds and bam, infinite fish. And I can get books too. Then I went mining again and I got even more stacked than I already was. Then me and Monster Basher 3 had the bright idea to go to the Nether and find a bastion. And dear gosh. We were looking for Bastion for 4 hours. We found 3 nether fortresses before we found a Bastion. And Monster didn't even make it back. He died because a Strider thought it was a good idea to run into some lava running at full speed. And I barely made it out alive. Anyways, after we finally got back and decided to call it a day, I spent the rest of the day doing other things while on the Minecraft server I AFK fish farmed, because I always make one of those on every single server that I've ever been on. The next day, I woke up and got on the fish farm, but because I'm still kind of sick and can't really do anything, I decided, I'll go mining, you know? Should be fun. And mine I did. I can't really get into detail about that because, well, I've gone on so many mining trips, I actually can't remember what I got from it, but I think it was pretty good. You know, maybe I should start writing these things down instead of writing a script from memory alone. We both know I'm not doing that. Anyways, so what I think happened next was I was AFK fishing, and just when I was about to get off, I saw a familiar face in the Discord General VC. And I thought, what the heck? I'm sick, so it's not like I have anywhere else to be tomorrow. So I joined the VC, and the man within it was named Bryce's Epic YT. You should go subscribe. I've teamed with him on previous servers before, and I actually know him in real life. But we hadn't officially teamed on this server, and based on the fact that Nyx, who also has a YouTube channel, go subscribe, openly said in one of his videos that he wants to kill
It fleeced the whole server twice.
not once, but twice. We agreed to ally ourselves under the name Guys Yapping Against Tyrannous Terrorism. Say what you will about the acronym. Surprisingly, I think Nyx ended up joining the organization that we made originally to go against him. We have a social credit system to determine who a tyrannous terrorist is, and he's actually getting a lot of social credit. And then all the members met up at spawn to build an HQ for Guys Yapping Against Tyrannous Terrorism, including Nyx. What? At this point, I have no idea what the server even is. This guy literally threatened to kill the entire server, and there we were, taking off all our armor as a joke. We all had weapons. Any one of us could probably have killed the other if we really wanted to, but we just kept making jokes. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Eventually, though, we all logged off, and to avoid being part of a trap that could have happened around the HQ, I returned to my base, thousands of blocks away. The next day, okay, I actually did so much mining that I lost track of when this happened. It all kind of blurs together after a while. but I think it was the next day. I don't think it was today. Right? Anyways, I was wandering the server looking for a cave to do even more mining, when I eventually, I found someone's base. Huh, I thought. This base looks like a base that Nyx would make. But it also looks like a base that Bryce's Epic would make. Oh wait, there are items on the ground. If I stay here too long, they'll despawn. I'll just take a screenshot and leave. Then eventually, I found a cave, and I went mining again. But it happened again. Just like the cave at the beginning of my journey, this one was even worse. It spanned forever in a labyrinth. I had no idea where I came from, where I was going, whether or not my name was Cotton-Eyed Joe. Fortunately for me, it was the fortuitous kind of prison once more, but it was still a prison. I was stuck in that cave for like 2 or 3 hours, and forced to mine a total of, am I reading that, 45 diamonds? Like, that's not stacks worth, but what? In one cave. Normally I never get more than like 10 diamonds. 20 diamonds is unheard of luck, but over 40? Anyways, I ended up being stuck in there for so long that a guy going by many different names for some reason, but who I will be calling Astronomy, because that's his most common name, found my base somehow, and while I was taking a break from mining and talking to my family, apparently threatened to kill me while I was at my beloved fishing farm. I couldn't believe it. I didn't mention it in my first video, but at the beginning of the server, this guy was unbelievably wholesome. He kept giving everyone a bunch of supplies, even though Nyx kept killing him repeatedly. I talked to Bepic, that's Bryce's Epic, and Nyx about it because, personally, I don't want to be killed. Especially at my beloved fish farm, and also because it's against the rules to kill anyone who's AFK. On this server, if someone breaks a rule against you, the victim gets to choose a fitting punishment. And my punishment for something like that would be to 1, give everything back, pretty please, and 2, just to make them hurt, do 50 push-ups. And quite honestly, I don't know if he can. Nothing against him, but it took me like 2 years of training to be able to do 50 push-ups. Anyways, he eventually said it was all a joke, but then he sent me a picture of this, which is me, AFK fishing, while I'm not at my computer. Not exactly sure how I feel about that. So, to clear my mind, I went AFK fishing. Yay! And to end it all off, we played a bunch of Discord games where I expertly was the first one bankrupt in poker. I'm very good at it, trust me.